Sometimes I'm asked why I became a certified RV inspector. Hey, I'm David, and I'm going to cover a couple things in this video. One is why I became a certified inspector, but I'm also going to cover why we live full-time in an RV. And I'm going to cover both because I think they're both important, but two, they're both very closely connected. Here's a little background about me. I'm a retired U.S. Navy submariner. And during my time as a submariner, I learned many skills and values, technical understanding of electricity and electronics, of water systems, hydraulic systems, air systems, how things work. And in that, as a technician, I gained the ability to troubleshoot and solve problems. Personally, I learned a high value for personal integrity and honor, to be committed to my obligations. There's a whole other story behind that, but that was my first 20 years of my adult life. And after retiring from the Navy, I made a very big shift and I became a pastor for 10 years. And I loved my work in ministry. I love helping people. I love solving problems and working to make things better. I enjoyed the public speaking and the teaching aspect of it. And that's where I think a lot of maybe why I am where I am now. In 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic, I lost my ministry job. And so what were we going to do? The economy was in the dumps. More people were getting laid off than being hired, and charitable giving, which finances churches, was really drying up. So we had to do something else. We ended up selling two homes, the home we were living in and investment property that we had owned for about 15 years. We sold both those homes. The market was up, if many of you know and still know even today. And we paid off a lot of debt, and we bought for cash an RV and started living the full-time RV life. Now, full-time RV living has not progressed the way we thought it would, and I'll get into deeper information about that in another video, but I'll summarize it this way. We just found that the constant traveling and the constant moving around was not for us. We like to be near family. We like to see our adult children, and we like to spend time with our grandkids. We still live full-time in our RV. We're just not traveling all over the place. As a matter of fact, you can see at the beginning of our YouTube channel, way down at the bottom, we made some RV lifestyle videos about our travels and about things we were doing, a little bit of technical stuff of things I was fixing, and I still do some of the repair videos. Go take a look at those. So why RV inspections? Well, the truth is I was planning to go the RV technician route. After having been a technician in the Navy for 20 years, asking questions, following clues, finding solutions, solving problems, etc., I do love and enjoy that. But then we hired a certified RV inspector to look at an RV that we were serious about buying. That inspector saved us from buying an RV that had some serious issues. Now, fortunately for us, several weeks later, we found another RV, the same year, the same make, the same model, in better condition, with several upgrades, and it was at a lower price. I mean, this was a win-win-win for us. Now, we had some great interactions with that inspector. He answered our questions. He told us about inspecting and what he thought about it and how it had gone for him. My wife even told me, you know, David, sometimes when you can't figure something out, you can't get it repaired, you can't get it fixed, you get very frustrated. And she was right. And it made me wonder if maybe tech work would bring me more frustration than joy. After all, I did have experience as an inspector in the Navy for two of my shore tours, one at a squadron command and another at a submarine support command, where we would go down and do inspections. So how did I get into inspections? I'll do another video of that in the future, but here's the short version. I attended 3 weeks of training at the National RV Training Academy in Athens, Texas, which included a bunch of information about RV systems, how they work, what they do, how they're supposed to work, what they're supposed to look like, how they're supposed to function, and also some practical demonstration of inspection requirements, and then of course at the end passing a certification exam. I also have to maintain annual training requirements to keep my certification current. I do carry liability insurance. My very first inspection after school took me 21 hours to complete. Now, with the help of my wife, gaining experience over time. I'm an efficiency nut too, so finding ways to make things more efficient. We have really pared that down to hours instead of days. In the end, I provide certified RV inspections because just like my military service and very similar to my ministry service, I love serving and helping people. I love providing a service that helps people the same way I was helped when we had our RV inspected. It's also why I do this channel. I can't inspect every RV out there, but I can help educate people on the ins and outs of RVs, the pros, the cons, the glamour, the mud. Just like anything else, RVs have a positive and negative side. And the question is, are you prepared to deal with the negatives so that you can enjoy the positives? Listen, if you want to know more, I want to hear from you. I want to answer your questions, and probably the best option is to follow me on one of my social media channels. I'll link them all below in the description of this video. And then if you want, send me a message. I would love to answer your questions. I would love to hear your insight. I'd love to hear your stories about your RV journey, whether you're just now getting started and you're a newbie, you're like, I don't know anything, but we think it looks great, and so we're starting to look and consider buying an RV, whether it be new or used, or if you've been an RV owner for a long time, if you're a full-timer, I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to hear about your experience. How has full-timing been for you? Or if you're part-time, weekend warrior, just use it for vacations. I'd love to hear your stories as well. Listen, I'll put those links in the description of this video. Send me a private message, comment on a video, and ask a question, and I'd love to answer them. I'm David, the RV Shepherd, and I provide certified RV inspections and RV educational information for new, experienced, and anywhere in between RV owners or future RV owners. I'd love to hear from you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Wow, the mosquitoes are just everywhere. The citronelle candle, you're not doing your job here. I ward you away, evil spirits of the blood-sucking kind, you vampirous bugs that you are. Your arch enemy, Citronella, comes to you and begs you, forces you, commands you to leave this area. I'm literally putting Citronella right next to a mosquito that's landed on my tripod, and he's like, I don't care.